Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and welcome back for another weekly edition of Z Real Estate's discussion on real estate. This week we're going to focus on luxury homes, what sets them apart from regular homes, and why Z Real Estate is the real estate company of preference for luxury home sellers currently. Okay, so when you're putting a property on the market, staging is very important. And when I say staging, I don't mean staging in the utmost of literal senses, meaning actually staging the property with furniture, artwork, etc., which, if need be, is indeed something that Z Real Estate can do. But what I'm referring to is the more general aspect of staging, which is presenting the property in the best possible light. So when you represent a client, when you're representing a seller, the reason why sellers choose Z Real Estate to sell their luxury homes is because, and to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why this happens, but all too often I'll be looking on the MLS for luxury home buyers looking for $1 million or $2 million home in San Dimas or Glendora or Laverne. And I can't tell you how disappointed I am by the photos I see on the MLS. And it totally blows my mind because we're talking about, in many cases, a $2+ million home with a commission that will easily be over 50 grand. And, the photos were taken by the agent. It's obvious when you look at the pictures, judging by the quality, that it was clearly taken by the agent. Now, in my opinion, this is doing a tremendous disservice to the seller. Why? Because let's not pretend to be an expert in anything other than we really are, okay? At Z Real Estate, we're an expert at selling luxury homes. We know about them, we know the process, and we know everything to do to present the property in the best possible light. That being said, am I a professional photographer? No, I'm not. And because I know I'm not, I will never pretend to be. Now, what does that mean for you? It means I will hire a professional photographer and a professional anything in order to present the property in the best possible light. If the property needs a gardener, I will hire a professional gardener. If the property needs to be staged, yes, as you can guess, I will stage it. I will hire the photographer. Our company will handle everything because, again, presentation is everything. And like the old adage goes, you only have one opportunity to make a first impression. That being said, doing everything and anything in your power to make the first impression as powerful and as memorable as possible is crucial here. Now, that is the reason why Z Real Estate is currently leading the industry in representing sellers for luxury residential real estate in the Inland Empire, San Bernardino, and Los Angeles counties. This is our specialty, and we know how to do it very well. Why? Like I said, the main reason is because we're an expert at our craft, and we don't pretend to be an expert at things that we're not. We hire the experts because I know, in my heart of hearts, that a professional photographer is going to take a better picture than me, period. Can I say I've had experience taking lots of pictures for homes over the years? Sure. Does that mean I'm as good as a pro? No, it doesn't. So I want my client to have a pro. That's why I want them to have me to sell their house. And that's why I want them to have the photographer that I hire to take the pictures for them when I sell the house, not my pictures, okay? They're not hiring me for my photos, they're hiring me for my abilities, my contractual negotiating abilities, as well as my understanding of contract law and my ability to protect the seller and mitigate and limit their exposure and liability, okay? So one of the other things that's very important about luxury homes that's a little bit different from, residential real estate, non-luxury homes, is what the sellers are looking for, and most importantly, what the buyers are looking for. When it comes to luxury homes, they are expecting a little bit more, okay? So if you're a seller and you have a $1+ million home and you're trying to sell it, and you have a thermostat from the 70s or the 80s, spend $300. Upgrade to a Nest. By far the best investment you've made. Think about this realistically. If you're a buyer and you're trying to buy a multi-million-dollar home, wouldn't it go without saying that you'd expect the home to be able to be automated? Wouldn't you expect to be able to control the AC, the temperature, the heat, the fan, etc. from your phone? That's something you can do with the Nest thermostat, and it blows my mind how something arguably expensive compared to other thermostats, yes, $300 is a bit pricey, but in the grand scheme of things, compared to the sticker price of the home, $2 or $3+ million, what's $300? The drop in the bucket. And for the sellers looking to get top dollar in that aspect, that won't pony up the cash for such a nominal investment, those are the ones that sit stagnant. Those are the listings that have trouble selling because the sellers just won't pay attention to the detail. So, if they won't pay attention to the detail, might I recommend hiring an agent that will? I pay attention to detail, and I make sure that my properties are presented in the absolute best possible light at all times. They are staged well, they show exceptionally, and above and beyond, the most important thing, I always answer my phone. So, for those of you that don't believe me or would like to test me, my cell phone number is 909-559-5275. Go ahead, give me a call. Now, after you do call me, regardless of what happens, allow me to urge you to do a simple experiment. Now, this experiment is generally only possible if you're a realtor and have MLS access. But if you are, go on the MLS and search agents, any agents. Pick out 100 and call them all on the weekend. See how many answer the phone. You'll be very, very surprised. Now, if you got a luxury home and you're selling it, do you expect your agent to take the weekends off? No. Do you expect your house to have diminished exposure during the weekends when your agent is out partying? No. You want an agent that's there all the time. You want an agent that will answer the phone all the time. Some agents say, I'm always working, call me 24/7. 99% of the time, that's not true. Although I am one of the few that really is genuinely always working. I swear to God, yesterday I got a call about 4 a.m. Was I mad? Did I scream at the person? No. Was I surprised? You bet your ass I was surprised, because that very rarely happens. But I answered the phone, and I had a cordial conversation about real estate. What I love at 4 a.m. So this is what I do. And if you're looking for an agent to do that, and to bend over backwards to present your property in the way that it needs to be presented in order to sell at the price which you as a seller know might be a little high, that's what I do. So if you got a property that's been on the market, sitting stagnant, not selling, not getting the price you want, please remember, Z Real Estate can take care of it for you. That's what we do, and we specialize in luxury homes. So for a moment, please don't hesitate to call anytime, and we can always be reached at www.zrealestate.net. The office, 909-999-6888. Instagram at Z Real Estate, or I can be emailed at zbanker@aol.com. Thanks a lot, everybody, and have a great week.